Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, April 11th, 2025. I am Fredicia Liebert.
A few months ago, we would have had the very bad and unfortunate news that some unscrupulous individual or individuals would have taken away Mr. Daniel's livelihood. They would have left with his boat, with his engine and practically everything else. We in the Nevis Island Administration Cabinet would have met, we would have spoken about the incident, and we made a decision that we, once the boat was returned, minus the engine, we made a decision, and a unanimous decision, that we will donate a brand new engine to Mr. Daniel so that he can get back on the water.
On Thursday, April 10th, Deputy Premier and Minister of Marine Resources, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, presented Fisherman Franklin Daniel with a new boat engine in the presence of family and friends at his home in Garner's estate. Evelyn also presented another donation to Daniel sent to him by a Nevisian who lives overseas.
While we're here to make this presentation of this engine as well, I will also be making the presentation of this VHF radio that has been donated by Mr. Donald Bartlett of Dunn's Mobile Marine, who is based in the United States of America. He is Nevisian from Nevis, but is based in the US. And when he heard of this incident and he heard that we will be donating the engine, he decided that he also wanted to make a donation. And I'm sure this VHF radio will go very far when Mr. Daniel goes out on sea. Of course, it is important that when you're out on sea that you have the necessary safety equipment as well. And so this will go a very long way. So, Mr. Daniel, we want to take this opportunity on behalf of the Department and Ministry of Marine Resources and on behalf of the Nevis Island Administration to wish you all the very, very best in your future endeavors. We trust and hope that this kind of incident will never happen to you or anyone else in the Federation for that matter. May God continue to bless you as you continue to ply your trade, look after your family, and to feed persons on the island of Nevis.
Daughter of Daniel, Charmaine Hanley, expressed gratitude on behalf of their family.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. And this morning we are indeed grateful, joyful, and happy. I just want to say thank you to the Nevis Island Administration, the Deputy Premier, the Marine Resource Department, the Agriculture Department, the whole team for making this a reality. We are so overjoyed that they came through to help my dad. I just want to say thank you to God. I give the praise, the honor, and the glory. So on behalf of the Daniels, Mr. Minister, we say heart. Thank you is not enough, but thank you, thank you, thank you, and may God continue to bless everybody.
Also present at the handing over ceremony were Director of Marine Resources, Randall Thompson, as well as Deputy Director Corey Maynard, family members, and other well-wishers. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis hosted the 2025 Regional Security System RSS Council of Ministers meeting, providing a platform for the RSS to report on its operations over the past year and share its budget. Key topics addressed during the high-level meeting included crime reduction strategies, international cooperation, and citizen security initiatives. The discussions underscored the critical role of partnerships, the shared responsibilities of member states in ensuring regional security, and the importance of adopting a public health approach to crime prevention. In his remarks, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, the outgoing chair of the RSS, emphasized the necessity of connecting local, regional, and international security efforts for effective crime management. He highlighted the need for a coordinated approach that not only addresses immediate threats but also focuses on long-term solutions through collaboration across all levels of governance. In more local news,
let me say to our Nevisians that we need more Nevisians in the police force.
Premier the Honorable Mark Brantley recently made that assertion, encouraging young people on the island to consider policing as a career.
It is a matter of some amazement for us that nearly the entire force on the island of Nevis is comprised of brothers and sisters from St. Kitts or brothers and sisters from the Windward Islands. That somehow youth in Nevis aren't looking to the police as a career path. And I would want to encourage them to get involved. It's a noble profession, and it's a profession which, if done well, serves the community. And so I encourage our young men and women in Nevis to consider the police force as an option for them. And I want to commend the police because I know that they've been very involved, certainly recently, very visibly involved in the community. And I saw them recently at the Nevis Youth Careers Expo, for example, commixing and commingling with young people. I'm hopeful that some of those youngsters decide that they will in fact join the police force.
The Premier was addressing the 2025 Constables of the Year Awards ceremony hosted by the Nevis Division of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. He congratulated this year's nominees, noting that the Nevis Division has led the way in honoring excellence in its young officers. The ceremony was held with the theme Police and Community, Bridging the Gap for Future Peace and Prosperity.
I say to you that you're always a police officer, in or out of uniform, and the impression that you give of yourself is going to be important if you want the public to respect you and if you want the cooperation of the public. So I am putting an onus on the public to do more, but I'm also asking our officers and our police to do more. Be professional. When you're in church, when you're at the bar, wherever you are, be professional and convey always the very best of the St. Kitts and Nevis Police Force.
Premier Brantley also used the opportunity to reaffirm the support of the NIA to the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. Still to come,
it is not just an island tour. It is a story that took us a good long while of research to put together. And
the details after this break.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.
Welcome back. In a gala ceremony held in Miami on Sunday, April 6th, luxury cruise line Azamara Cruises awarded Nevis Sun Tours the best new tour for its Alexander Hamilton Island tour. CEO Greg Phillips says Nevis Sun Tours is thrilled to receive the honor. Chosen from the dozens of worldwide destinations and many tour offerings, it is humbling to have the Alexander Hamilton tour standing out as the best of the best.
It is not just an island tour. It is a story that took us a good long while of research to put together. And what the story is really, yes, Alexander Hamilton is the central figure. Mm-hmm. But while he's the central figure, as we go through Nevis, discussing this story and presenting this story to the guests, we use a bit of historical fiction, some light theatrics, to keep it interesting.
Sounds interesting.
And there's lots of, a few times there's some plot twists that are included in the story. And at the same time, by the end of it, mm-hmm. it's ultimately a human interest story that ends well. There's a walking section of the tour. When we tell you something about Hamilton, we're walking literally through Hamilton's neighborhood.
Okay.
We are showing you the actual things and why those things are as we walk through his neighborhood.
CEO Greg Phillip featured on the Ministry of Tourism's program On the Tourism Trail. Phillip says he is grateful to the many Azamara cruise visitors whose choices contributed to Nevis Sun Tours receiving the honor. As Alexander Hamilton was born on the island of Nevis, it is natural to offer visitors a close-up exploration of the sites he walked and the scenes he saw. Meantime, the Nevis Tourism Authority continues its efforts at promoting the island. A team from the Nevis Tourism Authority recently visited Providence, Rhode Island, New York City, Summit, New Jersey, and Tysons Corner, Virginia, to market the island's tourism product.
We have just come back from a road show in the United States where we would have partnered with the St. Kitts Tourism Authority. And that road show would have been in the northeastern United States. Members of the NTA partnered with members of the SKTA to engage over 250 travel advisors, educating them on our destination and all the offerings we have. The team visited Providence, Rhode Island, New York City, Summit, New Jersey, and Tysons Corner, Virginia. So we covered several different places within the Northeast, and I am very pleased that we continue to utilize our efforts to promote this island and generate greater activity.
Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.